Happy Sunday. It's the last Sunday of March. Can you believe that? Next Sunday is in April. It's amazing. We are almost through with the first quarter of the year. It's kind of scary sometimes, isn't it, when you think about how fast a year goes? We're through a quarter already. So let's dive into this next week, planning for the next quarter, planning for the next quarter. I'm Dr. Beverly Wixon, and this is Money Mindset Magic for female entrepreneurs and other cool people. Because you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't even have to be female. There's lots of cool people who aren't female and lots of cool people who aren't entrepreneurs. So, hey, if you've got some friends who need to hear what we're talking about in here, invite them on in. Bring them on over. So, what I want you to know is that this week's affirmation is, it is safe, right, good, and easy for me to earn money doing what I love. And that could, if you're an entrepreneur, great. I enjoy what you're doing. If you're stressing out over it all the time, then you're not enjoying it. You're not loving it. What's the point? And it doesn't matter if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a school teacher, if you're a nurse, if you're a cashier at the 7-Eleven. If you love what you're doing, then that's the most important thing. Second is, it is safe, right, good, and easy for you to earn good money doing what you love. Because, so many times we think we have an income problem, that the reason we can't save money, the reason we can't make money is we don't earn enough, that it's somebody else's fault. If only they would pay me more. Giving away your power. Lord, help me to do this. Giving away your power. Now, I do believe in the power of prayer. Don't get me wrong. I believe in the power of prayer. But I also believe we have free will. So instead of praying to give me more money, pray, help me to know how. Help me to love my job. Help me to know what it is that will make me rich. How much money do I need to feel rich? Am I rich? Ask yourself those questions. What is it that's stopping you from being rich? And I know the first thing you're going to say is my savings account, my income, my salary. Is that really it? Is it really? Dig deep down. What is really stopping you? Most of us, and I say most of us because, there's always something, but the vast majority of us, probably 98%, we're going to earn over $1 million in a lifetime. Yeah. The question now becomes, what do you do with it? So, you can earn good money doing what you love and still be broke. So you might want to add, so maybe we should add to that affirmation. It's safe, right, good, and easy for me to earn and keep money doing what I love. Maybe we should add that. You can add that. Add that. And when you say it, look yourself in the mirror, look right into your eyes and say, it is safe, right, good, and easy for me to earn and keep good money doing something I love, and then high five yourself. Just like that. And this, folks, is not a high five. This is a clap. Yay. And I know because I was doing a whole lot of this watching that basketball game when I was saying, come on, Miami. Sorry for those of you in Texas, but come on, yay, Miami. We could have an all Florida final championship game. It is possible. It is conceivable. Because we have 2 teams in the Final Four, and they're in different brackets, so it's possible. I have faith. And I'm sitting here as I was watching that game thinking, I seem to have more faith that Miami's going to pull off this upset than I sometimes have in myself with my business. Why is that? It's because I'm being a cheerleader. We need our own cheerleaders. So be your own cheerleader. If you don't have somebody else to be your cheerleader, be your own cheerleader. In the mirror, say it to yourself. Believe it. It is safe, right, good, and easy for me to make and keep good money doing something I love. High five. High five the other side. High five crisscross, however you want to do it. Because it is. And the more you say it, the more you'll believe it. Now, yes, I do also believe greatly in clearing out the garbage. And that's why I say, ask yourself those questions. What is it that's really keeping you from being rich? And if you ask yourself that question, you're going to think back to all the times that you spent money on junk. You bought a Coke and a candy bar every day for a year. That when you were 5 minutes from home, you could have just gone home to get one out of the refrigerator. You're going to think about the times that you went, it's just $20, and you bought something and then it hung in your closet because it was on sale and you bought it and it wasn't even a color you liked. Or you were on a vacation and you were buying t-shirts just like crazy and you bought one in a color because it had a cool design on it, but then you got it out later and you looked at it and you went, I hate this color. I did that. I bought something in olive drab. I despise olive drab. I hate it. And I grew up in the military, and when my dad put on fatigues, his olive drab fatigues, it was not good. It always meant that he was going away or something, wasn't good happening. I liked his dress blues, loved his dress blues actually, and I was okay with the khaki. That did mean he was going to work, but it was okay. The fatigues was never good. So I don't like olive drab at all. And I bought a shirt in Scotland that was olive drab, but it had a really cool design on it. But it was such a cool design, I didn't even notice what color it was until later. And it was one of those, oh, well, it was only $10 or $12 because it was cheap. But again, I've worn it once because of the color. I was like, oh, this is not going to be worn. This is going to be tossed right into the bag because I'm not going to wear this. So, I make those mistakes. We all make those mistakes. We've all made them over the years. I know I grew up whenever I would do something like that, my mother's line was, if that's the most money you waste in your lifetime, you're doing good. But the fact of the matter is, if that's the most I waste in my lifetime over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, then I've wasted an awful lot. And we all have. But the beauty of it is we've got more coming in. And the second thing is we don't need as much as we think to be wealthy. I was having this conversation with somebody today that she's from the Philippines and her husband's from here, and she's ready to be retired and go live in the Philippines. And he's not wanting to do that. He wants to go stay there for 3 or 4 months, but he doesn't want to live there. And she's like, but do you realize how much we would have there with what we have in savings? We'd be wealthy. And as she's talking to him about that, he's starting to think more. It costs less to live there. The cost of living is much lower. It's more laid back. It's more relaxing. So she thinks that she thinks that she has him almost talked into it. She'll know more, she said, because he's not ready to retire until next year. So that's what she's working on for this year, is getting him to that point. So I'm wishing her luck because I think it'd be a great thing. And now it's got me thinking, where do I want to go live? Do I want to stay here forever? I mean, you can always move someplace else. And you might find out that when you move someplace else, you feel richer. You live richer. We've all heard the stories about, that if you have a home, you have a roof over your head, you have food in your refrigerator and your cabinets, that you're doing great and you're wealthy. You're more wealthy than 90% of the world. But for some reason, here we tend to live to work here, and it's a terrible philosophy that we think we have to work all the time. We think we have to make all this money. We can live on so much less. So I want you to ask yourself, what's keeping you from being rich? And what will it really take you to be rich? How much do you really, really need? I mean, I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face. You do not need $1 million. You certainly don't need 5 or 10 million to be rich. You can be rich with a lot less money. You can be comfortable. You can be secure. You can have very few worries with a whole lot less money. So think about what it's going to take you to feel that way. So again, this week's affirmation is, it is safe, right, good, and easy for me to earn and keep good money while doing something I love. And if you're not loving your job, don't fall for the line about nobody likes their job. It's work. That's why we call it work, because nobody likes it. Don't fall for that lie, because it is a lie. Start asking yourself every day when you go into work. If you have one of those jobs where you're not thrilled with it, ask yourself every day, what's good about today? What's going to be good about today? And when you're leaving, ask yourself, what happened? What was good about today? What happened that was good today? And look for the answers. When you start looking for the evidence that your job is good and that you do like your job, you're going to find all that other stuff that you don't like starts to fall away. So that's your Sunday night encouragement for this week, because I know you are awesome, you are beautiful, you are brilliant, you are fantastic, and you can do this. You can do whatever you set out to achieve. You can do. There are 2 teams in the Final Four that have never been there in their school's entire history. San Diego State. Actually, I think there's 3. Florida Atlantic University and Creighton University. Yes. Sorry. Creighton didn't win. Creighton lost to San Diego State in the Elite 8. Creighton is a small Jesuit school in Omaha, Nebraska. And San Diego State isn't exactly a big school either. And that one came down to a free throw at the end of the game. I mean, with 1.2 seconds left, and then they had to throw it in. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. If you're not sure that you believe that anything can happen, go watch the movie Hoosiers. If you never watch basketball, it's okay. You go watch the movie Hoosiers, and you will see that anything can happen. You just have to truly believe and do the work. By the way, the guy who's ranked number 13 in the world in golf, he won a championship today. He was playing against number 15. It was a match play thing. Numbers 1 and 3 were playing against each other for the consolation round. So, anything can happen at any given time. You are beautiful. You are brilliant. You are awesome. You are magnificent. You are intelligent. You can do whatever you set your mind to do. Go have a great week, and I'll see you. Oh, I won't see you on Tuesday because my brother's having brain surgery that day, and we don't know what time it is or anything yet, so I kind of doubt that I'll see you Tuesday. But I'm going to see you Friday, because Friday is April 1st, and yes, I know it's April Fool's Day, but since it's the first Friday of the second quarter, we're going to do a financial setup. Find about all your financials, and since it's also tax time, this is the perfect time to do it, because you've either just looked at your financial stuff, or you're starting to do it now, or you're about to do it so you can get your taxes done. So this is a perfect time for you to look at where you really are financially, and where you want to go. Okay? So I will see you Friday. Until then, have a fantastic week, you beautiful human being, you, because it is safe, right, good, and easy for you to make and keep good money doing something you absolutely love. Have a great night. Bye-bye.